Good afternoon, Prescott Valley. My name is Bob Tyser, Chief of Police for this fine town that we all live in and work in. Today I'd like to just take a little bit of time to thank the community, to each one of you out there who have worked so hard and diligent over the last few days to provide information to the Joint Task Force here at the Police Department, supplying information on tips, dropping in video, photos into the links that we've provided. So we want to say thank you for that. We really appreciate it. As you all know, this is a very fluid situation that we're working through here in our community. Over the last week, our task force has been working to solve 3 major crimes here in our community that involve arson, burglary, and aggravated criminal damage. The first one occurred over the Easter weekend, where a suspect broke into Bradshaw Mountain High School and caused extensive damage to interior buildings, the track, and other areas totaling at least $60,000. Again, on that weekend, Easter weekend, the Legado apartments were burnt down, totaling approximately $60 million in damage. Later this week, and just a couple days ago, on Thursday, the 4th of April, suspect broke into Bradshaw Mountain High School again and caused more damage to that facility. To investigate these incidents, we've continued to work not just locally, but with federal partners. Those involved in this task force at this point are members of the Prescott Valley Police Department, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, the Yavapai County Attorney's Office, the Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority, the fire marshal of that organization, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, along with the response from that ATF National Response Team. We're very grateful for this partnership that we have here in our community. And I'm here to tell you that those detectives, agents, and support staff have been working around the clock 24/7 to solve this crime and capture this nefarious criminal here in our community. We as all members are concerned and interested in bringing this person to justice. And again, I call on our community to assist these fine members of our law enforcement and fire service to make this arrest. We are asking each member of the community to remain vigilant and to report any suspicious activities through a variety of ways. First is 911. If it is an emergency, please do so. The second is by calling our hotline that we have set up. You'll have that number on the screen. And also through Silent Witness, Yavapai Silent Witness, there's that opportunity, as well as the portal that we put out, and we'll put out again here, where members of the public can easily put in video or photos from their home cameras, their business cameras. They can drop that right in, and that will come right to the detectives, and we have that information. So for those that have done that, and we've had many members of the community do that, we're greatly appreciative. Encourage you to keep doing that. This task force will continue to work as we work to apprehend this subject. The next person speaking here will be one of our partners that we're working with, and that will be Assistant Special Agent in charge of the ATF, Mr. Funky. He'll be speaking about reward and talking a little bit about what's going on at the scene of the Legado fire. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Funky. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge of the Phoenix Field Division. Today I'd like to talk to you about the National Response Team of the ATF, who is here to conduct investigation into the fire incidents. First of all, I'd like to state that the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is working in conjunction with the Prescott Valley Police Department and the Central Arizona Fire Medical Authority to announce a reward of up to $10,000 with the arrest and conviction of a suspect. For this information is related to the 2 fires that have occurred here in the Prescott Valley. If anyone has any information of these 2 incidents, we request that you provide any identification of this individual who may be involved. We ask you to contact ATF and call 888-ATF-TIPS. That's 888-283-8477, or email atftips@atf.gov. That's atftips@atf.gov. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Scott Freitag, Fire Chief of the Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority. In the early morning hours of April 1st, Central Arizona Fire Medical crews, along with Prescott Fire Department crews, were dispatched to a reported structure fire at the Legado Luxury apartment complex that was still under construction at the time. Despite the facility being nearly completely engulfed, Our crews were able to contain the fire to the Legado apartments and save the surrounding apartments and businesses. Working with our law enforcement partners that morning, we did make the decision to evacuate the nearby apartments across the street from Legado. We greatly appreciate the resources that came in from our county and statewide mutual aid partners, and we're very thankful for the community's outpouring of support for our folks. On April 4th, our firefighters responded once again in the early morning hours, this time to a fire at Bradshaw Mountain High School West. They found a small fire and were able to contain it to the area of origin and limit the damage to the building. Our crews remain ready to respond. We do have a small number of crews still on the scene of the Legado apartment fire. Our fire marshal investigative team are working with the Joint Task Force with Prescott Valley PD as well as ATF agents. We're all members of this community. We have a vested interest in catching the individual that is responsible for these crimes. We ask you, if you know something or you see something, please say something and make the call.